Hello, I'm Aubrey Shepherd. It's the 16th of March 2014. Let's see some photos, mostly made in the last few days. That's the ball field, American Legion Hut's ball field. It's up for sale. It's up for rezoning. The City Council will be hearing that soon. But guess what? The city is lamenting the fact that they don't have the money to put in a new ball field, the third or whatever that they were planning to put in at the Kessler Mountain Regional Park situation. Well, here's one that's for sale, and it's a lot more, they're not getting very much money for this property, and it's already there. It's a nice level field. It's wetland all around it. You can see the prairie out to that's to the west of there. But ball fields quite often are built on wetland because they're already flat. And all you got to do is put some kind of soil that grows the kind of grass that they like on a ball field. But this over here, that's adjacent wetland. That's all I'm showing there. I like to share wetland photos of South Fayetteville all the time, and that's one I've never actually taken a picture from that angle. But there you can see those little tufts of grass. That's wetland typical stuff. You can see the backstop is big. It's got those big lights. It was used for years by the American Legion baseball group. Okay, here is Ned, or Ted's his actual name, I think. But he was a longtime member of Sierra Club, activist, and expert on the outdoors. Well, there's John Gray, former mayor of Greenland. And this is a gathering for, see the man in the photo on the table? That's John Zimmer. And those are some of the people here, his family members. All of them are friends. You can see Dick Bennett there talking to John Gray. And let's see, I think that's a daughter of Mr. Zimmer with the dark hair sitting right there, and a granddaughter, I believe. And we'll see some more family members at this celebration of his life. He didn't want a funeral or a memorial service, but he didn't say not to do that. So these folks got together to celebrate and talk about him. And he was just a wonderful member of many things, including the telecom board and the CAT board back in the day, public access TV user. And he was actually a producer of plays, and he had been I guess he made most of his money as one of those people who sell shares and stocks up in New York City or Chicago. And he was another friend of his who's a medical doctor, I believe. I can't remember his name. Okay, we're jumping over to the Sierra Club meeting, the Ozark Headwaters Group meeting that occurred, overlapped in time. So I went down to our meeting, and you can see members there plotting and planning for another meeting coming up, which, you won't see this before it comes up. It was on the 26th. Am I right? Well, maybe he will see it. But anyway, now we're back down, and it'll be out on what's that drive? Zion Mountain Road. Okay, that's John Zimmer, photo of his wife, I think, makes and sells bath products, and she used him as a shining example there. I don't know if she did it as a joke or an actual ad to get men to use certain products. Okay, now we're at the famous Crystal Bridges Museum. This is a special project they've got in. It'll be there for about 2-3 months, and you can get to see it. It's $10 cost to go in. But these are originals, bought at great expense, or borrowed at great expense. And my daughter went with me to see this, and It's worth a lot more than a $10 ticket to get in for that. Most things there are free now. Toulouse-Lautrec. You know what he's talking about? That's a naked lady picture, but so I didn't show the picture. But here's another one, Paul Gauguin. And you see these are, now look in this. My daughter turned her head in front of that picture because she liked the face of that woman in there. And I captured it in the background. Anyway, that's Dee, my daughter. Till next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, and the woods green, and get out and enjoy whatever you want to. Aubrey Shepherd with a few more pictures from the 16th of March 2015. Okay, this is from the Senior Activity Center in Fayetteville. And you see just a selection of people who were there for special activity. It was when things were after the meal, I guess, and they were enjoying the fellowship. That's one of the categories people come for. Socialization is one of the categories you can register in as enjoying there, and it costs nothing. And there's some more people. That fellow's a musician who plays there, I think, every Friday morning, but I'm not actually sure. But they have some music almost every day of the week, and it's great local guys. Some of them, like that gentleman, is probably my age, might be older, maybe younger. Anyway, this is down on South East Avenue at MLK. Those new houses, I've been talking about that project for a long time. This is a lot immediately north of there, and it belongs to a good guy, but his yard's getting flooded because of that fill they've done below there and that water backing up. This is my favorite barber at the university, and Jim's been there a long time, and he's semi-retired. I'll give you a hint if you want to catch him in. I believe he's there every Friday. It's been a couple of months since he's cut my hair himself because I can't always get there on the right day. This is at World Peace Wetland Prairie. Of course, you know these are daffodils or jonquils category. Pre-K is a star. Learning begins way before kindergarten. So this is a group asking you to urge the governor to put families first and support pre-kindergarten education. Okay, this is a Mahonia bush. I tilted up Mahonia's skirt here a little bit to see the full beauty of these flowers, because you can see they're mostly hanging down and they just look like buds even after they open, especially if you're really tall and your tree's not that tall. And these are buds on another tree whose name I can't think of at this moment. Okay, this is a crocus, and it's actually in my front yard. And I was really pleased to see it, because not too many other things are in bloom in our yard yet. So I made a bunch of pictures of it. And it's from a bulb, of course, for those who aren't experts on these things, but I know other people could tell us exactly which one this is. But you can see the foliage looks like grass more than some other things. Thai Wok's a brand new restaurant. Hasn't opened yet. You can see it's going to be an all-day buffet. They haven't finished their sign either. But that used to be a very popular, excellent buffet, and it's on MLK. Okay, 2 woodpeckers taking turns working on their soon-to-be nest. And they've been working to enlarge this hole for a week or 2, or 3 by the time you see this maybe. And they're doing a great job, and they're beautiful and interesting to watch. Okay, this is also at MLK, and this mud is in the street because they're pumping the water out of their holes they made for the foundation, which, of course, those holes are filling up with water, partly because it's rained quite a lot lately. But the illegal thing they do is let a single drop of that erosion, that silt, run down into the creek. And that manhole there that was going into, that storm drain goes directly 50 feet away from that is the Spout Spring Branch that runs on down to Walker Park and across to the town branch. Just letting everyone know, and this is Glenn Wheeler talking about his father. Going to be a memorial service. I believe that, what did it say on there? Well, was it the 21st of March at 1 p.m. at the Unitarian Universalist Church building, which is in Central Fayetteville, just south of the university. And there was another shot of Orlis. And until next time, this is Aubrey Shepherd asking you to do your part to help keep the water clean, the air pure, the woods green. And try to stay healthy so I don't have to talk about things like that. See ya.